Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Be here. So, isa na namang vlog about doing DIY. Since we just came back from Vietnam, pag-usapan natin saan kami kumuha ng flights, ng hotel, activities namin, at kung ano pang pinagagawa namin while we were there. And if you're still not subscribed to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Click on the bell icon para ma-notify kayo para sa kung ano-ano pang mga vlogs natin about food, travel, and everything else. Tara! So when you're thinking of traveling, first thing that you have to have in mind, saan ba ka pupunta? And like our Vietnam trip, una namin iniisip, okay, maghanap tayo ng flight. So, nag-check ako sa Cebu Pacific na app, AirAsia, Sapal, nag-cheap flights ako, Skyscanner. Pero nauwi ako sa Agoda. So initially, nung sinecheck ko siya sa Agoda, it was around 6,800 yata. That was before yung mga kasama ko, sinabihan ko sila, okay lang ba sa inyo, ganito, ganyan. Apparently, hindi kami nakapag-oo kagad. So, nakuha namin around 7,000 pesos for the flight going back and forth to Vietnam. Chinek din namin yan sa Travel Expo which was in MOA. Dun sa MOA, it was around 13,000 ang pinakamura per person. Ito nakuha namin. So, yung first 4 na binook namin was around 7 plus. And then, umabot kami ng mga halos almost 9,000. So, nag-average na lang kami for all ng sumama. So, for you guys, if you're going to go on trips, yun isipin nyo, gaano katagal. So, when I was booking the flights, ang tinignan ko, okay, I have March 13 to 18. Yung March 13 namin, the flight was at 11 o'clock. So, tingnan ko yung ticket natin, no? Yeah, so 11:10 yung flight natin papunta Manila time. And then yung arrival doon was 1:40 AM Vietnam time. Yung pabalik natin was at 2:40 AM Vietnam time. Ang dating natin was 6:45 AM Manila time. So tatanungin niyo ako bakit. So pupunta ka sa isang lugar, late ka alis ng Pinas, pagdating mo doon, umaga na. So ano yung naisip nyo? So kami, when I was creating the whole DIY, ang unang tumatak sa akin, okay, the activity that we want to do is to go to Sapa, Vietnam. And ito yung punta namin sa Sapa. Nung punta namin ng Sapa, going to Sapa, you have to take a bus or a train, sleeper bus or sleeper train, which would take around 5 to 6 hours. Depende rin sa panahon. May times na 6 to 7 hours siya. So sabi ko, okay, umaga kami dadating ng Vietnam, we still have time. May allowance ako para, okay, kung magkaroon ng delay ng flight, magkaroon tayo ng issue sa pagkuha ng bagahe, sa immigration and all that, may allowance. So when we got to Vietnam, actually maaga pa kami, we entered Noi Bai International Airport, which is the hub in Hanoi. So it was like 10 to 15 minutes sa immigration. And then sa baggage claim, wala pa kaming 2 minutes, tapos na kami. But what I didn't check was, bukas ba ang mga facilities ng airport sa Hanoi ng ganong oras? Kasi sanay tayo when we say international airport, and I'm comparing this to Hong Kong. Sa Hong Kong kasi 24 hours lahat. Restaurants, convenience stores, and everything in between. When it comes to Hanoi, sarado ang mga restaurants. Ang bukas lang yung mga nag-aalok ng SIM card, money changer, ATM, yun lang. Restaurants, wala. Wala rin kami mapagstayan kasi we came early, gutom na rin kami, Buti na lang may pakain dun sa flight na nakuha namin through Philippine Airlines. And again, that's through Agoda. So pagdating namin, tumambay pa kami. Ito yung tsura ng mga tao noong time na yun. Naikot namin yung buong airport in less than an hour. Kasi maliit lang siya. Yung first floor nila is arrival. Second floor, mga restaurant, nandun yung locker area, locker storage, yung sleeper pods. And then the third floor is departure. So we came around 2 o'clock. Sinundo kami ng bus. Ang sleeper bus namin around 5:55 a.m. So na-late pa sila ng konti. But good thing about the sleeper bus, and we got it from Sapa Nomad, sapanomad.com. Susunduin kayo ng van from the airport. Yung galing siya sa mag-aantay kayo dun sa column 17 ng arrival. And then dadalhin na kayo sa office nila where dun kayo susundin ng bus. It was a very, very nice trip. Parang mga 5-10 minutes lang din. Nandun na kami sa office nila. Tapos tumating na kagad yung bus. The bus trip was at around 6:30. Because if you check on Klook, marami kayo makikita, uy, Klook, baka mura lang. Mura sa Klook compared to others, I guess. Pero bahala kayong pumunta dun sa kung saan kayo susundin ng bus or saan kayo sasakay ng bus. And yung nakikita natin sa Klook was yung pupunta pa kayo sa isang spot na nandun nakaparada lahat ng bus before going to Sapa. Ito, sinundo kami sa airport. So wala na kaming ginastos, hindi na kami nag-grab. Tumambay lang kami sa airport na medyo matagal. Now, what else did we do? So nung nagpe-prepare kami, dun sa 7 kaming umalis, ilan pa lang kaming nakabiyahe. So only 3 out of the 7 yung nakabiyahe na. Yung 4, first timer. So yung 4 na first timer, pinag-present ko ng mga COE, bank statements, ID sa office, kung ano-ano pa. So, additionally, what we did was, nag-book kami ng mga mura. Tsaka ng mga kailangan na namin. So, ano pa ba yung mga kailangan? One other thing that we got was the hotel. Itong hotel namin, we got it from Klook. Check kami, okay, ano bang maganda, saan yung place. Sa maps kasi you wanna be able to see ano bang malapit sa inyo. And the hotel that we got, Phongnam Mountain View Hotel, is actually near the Fansipan Station or yung Sapa Station. The Sapa Station is the gateway going to Fansipan. Walking distance lang siya. Tapos ang dami pang reviews galing sa mga Pinoy. Sabi ko, sige, tingnan natin. Ganda ng view. Ang daming ng mga amenities which includes yung so may bidet. Importante yan sa ating mga Pinoy. Additionally, you have yung tsinelas sa hotel. Kasi yung iba hindi naman nagbibigay ng tsinelas. And then we also got tickets for the Alpine Coaster. Ito yung pinakamura sa activities namin. So bakit kami kumuha ng tickets kagad for the Alpine Coaster? So the Alpine Coaster, dahil mura lang siya, hindi ka manghihinayang just in case na ma-offload ka. So yung cheapest namin was Alpine Coaster. And this is where yan yung mga part ng pinesend namin. So we have our plane tickets, hotel, we have our Sapa sleeper bus, and then we have our Alpine Coaster. Okay, one tip guys, before going on your trip, tingnan nyo yung weather. Sa EDSA, binabantayan namin for the longest time. And we got this ticket 7 months in advance. So, dahil dun sa pag-check namin, alam namin kung anong dadali namin damit. Alam namin kung kaya ba namin yung mga activities namin. So, on our day 2, ang ginawa namin ay nag-Fancy Pan Summit. So, at Sunworld Fancy Pan, ito siya. We actually did yung cable car, monorail, yung funicular, going up to the highest peak of Indochina. So, yun, binook namin the day before through Agoda. Kasi actually guys, just yung tip ko lang sa inyo, mas mura sa Agoda for a lot of the activities compared sa Klook. On our third day, we're supposed to go to the Cat Village. Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, checking on the weather, biglang umulan. So what else did we do nung time na umulan, nung time na foggy na, sobrang foggy guys, na wala, zero visibility na. So naganap na lang ako ano pa pwedeng gawin sa area. So we walked to the museum, pamili kami ng kung ano-ano. We also found yung sa paglalakad lang, tingnan natin anong meron. Nagpamasahe din kami. So those are the things that you have to consider. Baka lang magbago yung mga plano nyo. So hopefully guys, you learned a little bit and then you'll be able to do your DIYs on your next travels. If you have any comments, just post it down below. Tatry natin sagutin lahat ng mga questions nyo about DIY travel. So again, just like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!